What's up guys, it's Crazy Gamer here and I'm back with Tekkit. This is my server, so it's been improved a bit, or quite a lot actually. So as you can see, this is new. So this is our new train system that is still being built, so it's not complete, but there are quite a few stations that are complete. So you can see this is our like sort of light thing, our signal, and if the light's on it means the train line's active, and if they got signs and stuff like that. I've got my friend Tyler here, who unfortunately can't speak at the moment, but he's just going to be walking around. He can hear me. So yeah, let's try and go around and show you what's new. So straight away you can see here we've got one of the things that are new. So this is the lock system. Well, let me just turn on my thing. So this is the lock system. So this is, people will have to pay, I think it's £10 of the eco money to get in, and then it's free to get out. So there are a bunch of different lines and a bunch of different systems. So we've got the normal Tekkit underground, which is just like a normal underground service, and then we've got the deep tube, which is a bit further up the world, and then we've got overground, and we've just started trying to build a very high ground, which is way above ground, but I'll show you around. I'm not sure where Tyler's got to, but okay, right. So as you can see, Tekkit underground, some of them have ladders, some of them have stairs, but you see we've got the prison, but that was there last time. There's the admin house, there's owner's house, which you saw last time, but here's some things that you didn't see. So we've got the overground right here, so it's all, once again, you have to pay to get in. We've got a rule system, so people do actually have to pay, but if you actually try and jump over, you can't with these posts unless you really want to try to. But we're hoping that people like respect it, and it's really not that difficult getting money. Like, you can just sell things in your hand and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm just going to go to the district line that we made, and all our lines are named after, or most of them are named after, the London Underground. Right guys, so as you can see, we're at a different station on the other side of this area. So let's just go down, and this is the Tekkit Underground district line. So all of the gates, when a train's coming through, or a minecart at the moment, but we're trying to get a train mod, but when it comes through, the doors will open, and when it leaves, the doors will close. So nice and simple, stops people falling onto the tracks. So yeah, that's pretty cool, and that basically goes off to one part of the world and that goes off to the other, but I won't show you that because it's almost the same. So now I'll just show you the other one. So the Tekkit underground is about 45 low, so you can see in the top right, the number in brackets is the block height, and Tekkit underground is usually around 40ish, but the Tekkit deep tube, which is a bit further, is actually a lot lower. It's a lot closer down. So there we go. So this is Tekkit deep tube. It's a bit more expensive because it's a lot faster, and every single station comes in contact with 2 lines constantly. So we have the We have one line that's a square, which will go on constantly because it looped back on itself, and then we have a bunch of other lines which go from one place to the other and intersect with other lines. So this is the deep tube. You can see it looks a little bit different. It's not completed yet, but there are loads of different stations. You can see there's loads of different lines. So I'm just going to show you our army base that we have. So that's pretty different, but that's where people that, if you haven't seen our job and levels, then I suggest taking a look at it. It'll be on the forums, and that's so that people who have them jobs can get there. There are also directions from the nearest station, which is actually connected to this line, which is why I chose to go on it. But these lines and these stations are all above the other line and station, so the only ones that intersect is the one that we've just been to and the one next to it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But by the time we finish, there'll be train lines and stuff like that, so people won't have to walk through there. They'll just simply be able to get on it and, well, go. And it will be fully automated. So this is the nearest station. As you can see here, it tells you to leave for the Army HQ. So as you can see, it's not really finished yet. We haven't got any payment systems in yet, but if you can still use it, you'll just have to walk, or if you have the ability to fly, if you're high enough level, you can fly through like I've done. But by the time we've finished, it'll be fully automated. You'll just be able to get in trains or minecarts or whatever and just be able to go straight there. So you can see we've got directions, so we'll just follow the directions. Let me just turn off the rain and make it daytime. So you can see these just one of the tunnels. Keep going. So it's, I think I calculated it as I think it takes a minute just by running to get there. So here we are. Right, and so this is the army base. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty big. Has quite a bit of power to it, as you can see. Remember the rules on this by just doing /rules, and you'll see it right there. You can keep going through the rules, so please do that. We're also setting them up on the forums and on our Discord server, and if you want to join our forums, it's just you can go to www.crazygamers.com and you can go to the forums from there. But this is the base. As you can see, it's a lot deeper than ground level. It's got a pretty cool lighting system, if I do say so myself. It's got full electric and everything like that. This was done through survival, so it took quite a long while to do. We've got a bunch of different stuff. We've got power reserves, which are still charging up because we only made this very, very, very recently. We've got a shooting range, and we've got a treasury, which at the moment has nothing in it because we've still got to get stuff, maybe transfer some stuff from the owner's house and stuff like that, just stuff to get people up. See, everything's actually under my name, but once we've finished, we'll set it to the group of the army once we've got enough people on here and enough time to do so. So right, and I think that's it. So there's a lot more stuff to do, but this is like the main bit. So if you want to join, then IP stuff like that will be all on our forums, which I've just told you to get, but the link will also be in the description. We hope to see you on, and yeah, so yeah, come on, it's going to be quite fun once we've got it all set up, and you can get a job, you can help us make it, and yeah, hope to see you on there. So see you next time. Adios.